Good morning and welcome to another day here on planet Earth. I am your merry gardener. This is Medium Latte Extra Hot episode 141 and I'm just practicing with my microphone ready for the podcast. I'm a little bit papping myself, to be honest, but I've been practicing. I'm going to put it a little bit further down here because I think it's quite a powerful microphone, so I don't think I need it that close, and I'm just playing with the settings and all that sort of business. But mainly today I wanted to dive into this story. No, not a story. It's I'm in a Facebook group for gardeners, and I just wanted to mention some people that everyone's going on about work and about finding work, work's drying up, and all that sort of stuff. That's one of my episodes coming up. Number 2 episode is going to be on my podcast. It's going to be about finding work. And this is a lot of this is just common sense that over the 30 years, 2 or 3 decades that I've been working as a gardener, little hints and tips. I'm going to just throw at you one tip today, but on the podcast is going to be about 10. Not exactly sure the exact number, but roughly about that. And there's some things you can action right now today, not today, but on my podcast when I launch it. Launch day is probably going to be Monday, so I'm going to record probably Saturday, Sunday, and then launch day will be Monday, and then there'll be every Monday once a week. So I was in the Facebook group for the gardeners, and someone just posted this message, and I'm going to read it to you, and I'm going to say my thoughts generally about it and what I would do in that position. And let's just dive into that right now. Okay, so I'm going to read the message. I've hidden his name just for privacy purposes. So, kind of glad I messaged the customer rather than long drive, only to find out they'd done the work at the weekend. Cheers for letting me know. I guess I'll have a sofa day. Twats. So, I totally get it. It's totally out of order from the client to do that to him without warning and on the day as well. So you probably could be well within your rights to charge them in some ways, but that doesn't normally happen in our industry. It's like you get paid for the work that you do, unless it's a massive job. We're talking landscaping stuff. I probably wouldn't have wasted my time with that. But what I want to bring up here is the fact that he says, I'll have a sofa day. Now, I see his dilemma. He's got a day now where no one's booked in, and he's on that day. So my first thought would be, fine, if you're going to have a sofa day, that's that day gone. You can't get that day back. And one of my tips is, if you have any gaps in your diary, even though they have just suddenly come about, sorry, I have an itch, even though they have just suddenly come about, and to try and fill that gap would be really difficult to do, but not impossible. What I would probably do first thing I would do, any other clients I have for the rest of the week, I would bring in forward. And there's a lot of, if you've got say a week's worth of client, you can move them forward. So you're pushing your gaps away. And what that does, so say you've got, I would probably put it the furthest away I can do it for the week. Okay, so if I've got a day booked out Friday, I would call the client, say, do you mind if I come today? So most of the time, my clients don't mind you coming early. That's like, wow, who does that? It's normally like being delayed. So I would take Friday's work and I would swap it out for Mondays. And then what that does, that gives you a whole week to then fill Friday. So once that day's gone, it's gone. You can't get it back. So if you're feeling lazy, don't know, and if you've got loads of work and you're fine, then fine, have a day off. You really think you need a day off, but if you need money and you're complaining about work and people cancelling all the time, it's better just to bring them forward. Push your gaps back. Push them gaps in the diary back. Push them away. It gives you more time to fill that space. That is my number one tip. Not number one tip, that is my tip for today. And just the mentality as well. It's like, cheers for letting me know, I'll have a sofa day. Done. He's allowed them to then dictate, his negative mindset. If you have a positive mindset, you could probably ring around and sort something out for that day. failing that, have a productive day, clean your van out, do something. Don't sit on the sofa, man. It's just going to get you down. But wasting a day, losing all that money, you know what I mean? You could still make that money, and it just gives you that time. It's like, oh, it's golden. It's golden. No one thinks about that. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. I've got loads of tips like that coming in the podcast. And I want you to join me, solo gardeners, any wannabe gardeners. Come and join us. We're going to be doing tips for starting out businesses, tips for marketing business. I am not an expert in all areas of gardening. I have my specialties, but one of my specialties, well, I'm shit hot in the garden, but I'm also a graphic designer. I design logos, websites, any graphic stuff basically, and I'm going to be teaching you guys some nice, easy, free stuff to do, how to promote your business and all that sort of shebang. I love all that stuff. I dive into that. I do have some failings. Anyway, I'm going to go into all of that in the podcast. There's going to be an intro podcast. Guys, I'm not going to give all the details. Like, subscribe, smash the notification bell and all that shazazzle. And I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful day. And see you tomorrow.